Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. So last time out, we pretty much finished the midway point of the game, and at the very end of the part we got the latest part of 100 Acre Wood done. So now in this part it's the start of the second half of the game, and the second visits to each of the worlds that we've been to before, starting off with the Land of Dragons. And basically the second visits of each world are kind of more focused on the Organization 13 story, whereas the first visit is more about, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? The first visits is basically the retelling of the Disney world, basically, pretty much. The second visit is more focused on the actual proper, Kingdom Hearts 2 story. So basically, we've seen an Organization 13 member, or someone who looks like he's an Organization 13 member, heading up to the top of the mountain, so we've got to follow this guy and find out what the fuck's going on. And we've happened to run into Mulan on the way. Oh, I didn't get very far, did he? He's disappeared again. Damn him and his speedy black cloak. Still haven't got that. I think if I remember correctly. Oh, yeah, I know what you need. You need to get that. There's a thing that you can get here. There's like a kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a spinning vortex which kind of shoots you upwards. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get that puzzle piece. I'm probably not going to bother because I'm not going for all of them anyway. It's not really worth it, in my opinion, but whatever.
How come you're after somebody from Organization
100% is not really worth it in this game, to be fair. But there you go.
The guy in black.
One of the bad guys.
I knew it. There's a rumor in the
Thank you,
Imperial
Donald.
City about a spy in black, lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Oh.
It's our fault then. We got in the way.
I apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
Well, I had to go up the mountain, so, keep going. You'll find him eventually. Just keep following the mountain up. It'll be fine. Oh, shit. The yellow fuckers are back. Yes, Donald, I know. This happened last time.
First things first.
You go that way, I've got something to take care of.
Hey, you! Quit sneaking.
And by the way, they give away who this character is now. What are you pointing at? Oh shit. They do show up, because there, he's got a sword. If you played Kingdom Hearts 1, should look very familiar. That is a Riku's sword from KH1, so yeah, it's likely that. So it's likely this is Riku. I don't think. I'm trying to remember. I don't think they ever categorically state that it was definitely Riku. They just say it was some guy in a black cloak who was trying to be kind of helpful. But that comes in a little bit actually. So most likely it is Riku. I mean, with the sword, it's no surprise. It definitely is. It's just that they never flat out say it. Basically, I'm not doing a particularly good job here, but basically in this fight, you want to aim specifically at Riku here. You don't want to. You don't want to be not tricked. What's the word we're looking for? You want to just keep locked on him. You don't want to go for these other guys. They just there to get in the way. Just keep whacking on him until you knock down, I think, 3 of his health bars. and then he will give up. He's kind of tricky because he has a lot of attacks. He doesn't seem to get hurt and, you know, get staggered a lot, so it's kind of tricky to fight him. But there we go. We've knocked down his health enough, and so he's disappeared. Oh no, and we've beaten him. Apparently it says something there, but now he's fucked off again.
That guy.
God damn it.
Why would he? Riku?
So yeah, this is the start of a bit of a misunderstanding from Sora here, where we you know, he sees Riku in the, you know, Organization 13 attire and kind of gets the wrong idea that maybe he's defected to the dark side, which you wouldn't blame Sora for thinking that after what happened in Kingdom Hearts 1, but
I think that we better get rid of all
we'll find out later what Riku's up to, but it's going to be a little while first. We've got to get through the majority of the world revisits first.
What was that? Come on. We better get off the mountain.
Sounded loud.
Okay.
You want to jump? Might be a bit of too much of a fall there. Yeah, so basically how these the second visits kind of work is that it's basically Organization 13 member terms of you have to kind of deal with their shit for a bit, and then once you've, you know, stopped them from doing their evil crap, then you move on. Basically, it's not particularly difficult.
We've got to warn Shang.
Oh my god, that dragon's heading towards that picture of a town. Alright, so that is going to be the boss we're going to be fighting in at the end of this battle, at the end of this world. So apparently he beat up Shang pretty comfortably there. Oh, I see that treasure chest in the background. I ain't gonna have it. So yeah, it's kind of set up where Riku's turned up to deal with the Emperor here, and we're gonna see what happens. We'll find out what happens in a little bit. Actually, we don't take very long. I think you need the glide and the double jump in order to get that puzzle piece there, which I don't have yet. Anyway, time for us to move on. Mountain Trail. Couple of new enemies. One new enemy actually. It was just gone. That kind of I guess it's kind of a mage-looking guy. Doesn't really have a lot of health. And we also fight a bunch of these. There's quite a. In the second physics, there's usually more of a mix of the enemies that you'll fight, like, you know, different variations as you go through when you return to these areas. Not the end of the world. Makes it more interesting, to be fair. Yeah, so the green ones can heal, I believe, and they also have aero attack, which is a little bit irritating to deal with, but it's not too bad. Oh shit, I hate these guys. These guys suck. Time to go into Master Form and... Oh my god. They're even juggling in Master Form. There's no way I can win. I hate it so much. I hate these guys. They can juggle you, they hit really hard, they've got a lot of health. They've got good reach as well. It's just they're just a pain. But time to finish him off. There you go. But they give you a good amount of experience points, so let's move on. And like I say, there seems to be in the revisits a much more varied mix of heartless and nobodies to kind of take on, which I kind of appreciate, really. Oh shit, more enemies. We've got the gliding knights there, as well as those yellow things. They don't take too much though. They don't have a huge amount of health. But anyway, time for us to head off to the Imperial Square, because that's where that dragon was heading to. That giant dragon was heading towards. Yeah, there's nobody there. That is something that Kingdom Hearts 3 definitely vastly improved. Is that they just, in the previous games, they just kind of implied that there were loads of background characters and NPCs running around all over the place. At least in Kingdom Hearts 3, they really upped it so that in every single world there were loads of different small enemy, there were loads of different NPCs milling around in all the worlds, which made it just a much better experience overall. Just looked better. Yeah, I hate these guys. The big guys we met for the first time in Disney Castle when we were trying to help out Minnie. And to be honest, at this point they're not that difficult. But we're going to be using the Mulan's special attack. Does a decent amount of damage if you can get it aimed correctly, but it does require a decent amount decent amount of aiming. Just mashing the triangle button and that will cause a lot of damage. Damage drive, that's useful. Increases damage, I think, from what I remember. I think it increases damage in drive forms, but I can't remember. Like I said, I don't use these a lot. Mulan is now up to level 34 as well. Actually, something which I've kind of noticed at this point is that I was kind of underleveled for this world and also for the next one, but I have managed to. But I did at the end of the last recording session. I did do a bit of grinding, so now I'm at the correct level for the next world that I've got to record. So that's something at least. But it's the second half has a little bit of a level jump. I was about like four levels below. I was still winning fairly comfortably, so it wasn't the end of the world. But it's something to keep an eye on, especially with the second half of the game. I think, because I know in Kingdom Hearts 1, the max level you needed to be to take on the final boss comfortably was 50, because that was the level of the final boss. This is pointless. Just grab done immediately. What the fuck? Stop being so melodramatic. Let's get on with this show. But anyway, so yeah, I think you have to be level 50 in Kingdom Hearts 1 for the final boss. That's the kind of the minimum level to be comfortable. I think in Kingdom Hearts 2 it's level. I think you have to be at like level 55 to 60 in order to take on the final boss comfortably. But who knows? Oh shit! I've been caught.
Riku?
Gonna tell me who you are? Donald's got his broom.
No, never heard of him.
Nope. Oh shit, it's Zigbar. We're gonna be fighting him later on, but he's disappeared for now. I don't think he ever got in there. He's just fucked up. So these are a new type of enemies. They're called snipers, I believe. And basically, they will shoot, as the name will suggest, they shoot energy at you, like they shoot bullets at you. The best way to deal with them is to just wait until their reaction command comes up, which I think is called Red Sniper, or Sniper Shot, I think. And basically, you press the triangle. What happens is you press the triangle button, and you kind of immediately warp to their shot and then rebound it back at them, and hit it back at them. You can, if you want, just be like, okay, fuck you, I'm gonna wail on you. So they don't have a ridiculously high amount of health. There you go, that's what it's doing. And if you keep pressing the triangle, then you'll keep like rebounding the shots. Kind of useful. But anyway, they're done. They're not particularly difficult, but you can cause a little bit of like, they're not difficult. They can just cause a if they do hit you with that shot, they can cause a fair bit of damage, but they go down relatively easily. Head towards the city. We've got to stop it. Yes, Shang, you got your ass kicked, son. A young stranger came to visit us. And he's like, for God's sake, man, why did you have to say that I got defeated? I mean, that's not really, He had a key. He had a giant sword with an eye. How was I supposed to deal with that shit? I like that from Sora as well. The guy was rude? That must be Riku. I kind of like that logic from Sora there. But anyway, all that's left to do with this world now is to ransack the Emperor's the Emperor's room for treasure chest and shit. Sorry. And then take on the final boss of the sorry, fuck. And take on the final boss of the world yeah, which is the dragon boss. But we'll see in a minute. First of all, yoink. I think this is got the palace map. Wow, that's useful. Got one down here. We got the ogre shield. That's a really powerful shield. Good for Goofy. We got an AP boost. Can't get enough AP boosts. Orichalcum. Mithril crystal. Can't remember what this is. Oh, we got torn pages. I guess more Winnie the Pooh shenanigans. And we got the Queen recipe. That is the recipe for Donald's ultimate weapon, which is the Queen's staff, I think it's called. So yeah, doesn't mean you can make it on the spot, but you now have the ability to refine it and make it once you've got all the items, all the materials for it. But anyway, that's it for this part of Kingdom Hearts 2. Join me next time when we will be finishing off the Land of Dragons and heading on to our second world of the revisits, which is going to be Beast Castle. So I'll see you next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts 2. See you next time.